Hello, it's Sammy here with Verite Sutambu. We have a new video for you today, and the topic will be Masonry. I have my special guest, Mr. Jacques Jeudi, here, and I'll be asking him a few questions. Hello, Mr. Jacques Jeudi.
Good morning.
Welcome to Verite Sutambu.
I'm pleased to be here.
Nice to have you. Today, my question is to you. Are you a Mason?
Yes, I am.
What is Masonry?
Masonry is an international brotherhood. It's pretty much an organization of international fellow. We are everywhere. We are nowhere. Because some places you go, unless you are one of us, you'll never know we exist. Unless you are a Mason, you would understand if you walk into a Mason run establishment. So, in the sense that, we are international. If I go anywhere around the world, I will be able to identify, let's say, a hotel, a businessman, or anything pretty much that'll make me comfortable. Then I'll be able to identify where it is and who I can talk to and get comfortable as if I was home. Because the minute I find a Mason brother, I should feel comfortable as if I was at home anywhere around the world.
You said brotherhood.
Yes.
So it's not a religion?
No.
Is it a secret society, like an Illuminati?
No. I wouldn't say on camera not a Mason if it was a secret society.
Right.
But it is a society that it isn't brotherhood or a society or, this organization that
But it is not a religion.
No, but it holds a lot of secrets. And
Because you have Indian Masons that are Hindu.
Yeah.
You have Catholic, Irish Masons.
Facts. You have Masons.
You have Haitian Christian Masons.
Yeah, but
You have atheist white Masons.
Yes.
So Masonry is not a religion, is what you're saying.
No, it's not.
It is a brotherhood.
Yes, but we do have one thing in common. You have to believe in the Almighty. You have to believe there is a higher power. You have to believe there's a God that exists.
I have a question here. I'm sorry to cut you off. Mm-hmm. Christians come together under the belief of Jesus. Mm-hmm. Catholics as well. Just different ruling and ranks, I guess.
Yes.
Jehovah's Witnesses in some ways.
Yeah.
Okay. Hindus come together under many different gods.
Facts.
The Asians come together under Buddha.
Yeah.
Africans come together under Jesus.
Well, I don't know
others
about
come
that.
with other religions, or I am a voodooist, voodooist, I guess. Would that be the-
Yeah,
Voodooism, but I'm trying to use the
yeah.
voodooist. Okay. But you're saying Masonry is none of those. It is not a religion. If anything, it actually accepts people from those religions.
Yeah.
So it's an organization.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So it's
But,
not a religion.
as I was,
Excuse me.
bless you, as I was saying, one thing we have in common in Masonry, no matter what your religion, your faith, you have to believe there's a God. You have to believe there's an almighty God, to be exact. You have to understand that there is a creator that created
So you
all.
guys come under an agreement that there is a higher power.
Yes.
But you guys, no one names who that is.
Can't talk about it.
This is something you cannot talk about.
No, but we all know that it's general information that there is a higher power. There is someone that reigns above it all. There is a beginner. He's the beginning and the end, or it, the beginning and the end. So that's as far as I can pretty much go.
Okay,
with that
understood.
topic.
Now that I can see what Masonry is, let me ask you another question. Can I become a Mason?
No.
Why not? I mean,
I mean, as
hello, friend. Can I be a friend?
a Mason is a man brotherhood. That's why they call it a brotherhood. You'll find Mason if you break it down, the English version of it, which been around forever in many different language. Mason is ma, which is as you said, ma, son, ma, space, son. When you connect it, it says mason, Mason. So
The mother's son.
it is
Son
it
of a
is-
mother.
Exactly.
Son
You
of-
know, pretty
Mother.
much that'll be the breakdown of Masonry.
So I can't be a son of a mother because I'm not a son.
No.
Just like, so in order to be a Mason, you automatically have to be a man.
Exactly.
So women who are involved in Masonry, are there women involved in Masonry?
I mean, yes, there's women that involve in Masonry and the woman section of Masonry. There's, as brothers, we do have wives, we do have daughters, we do have sisters, and they are covered under the umbrella, but as well.
So
they
I
do
can be the
gain-
mother of a Mason, the wife of a Mason, the sister of a
Exactly.
Mason, the
And then-
friend of a Mason.
And then you can actually gain knowledge if you become part of the women version,
Okay, so
which
then I
is
can be a
the
Mason.
which is the Easter star. An Easter star is the
A
guidance.
woman
is
in
a-
Masonry
is it not-
organization.
No, it's you can be part of the society where you are in your own area, your own branch. It's like the masonry table is Mason. It's the men section.
So there is no seat at the Masonry table for women,
No.
except for the mother, I'm assuming, of
Well,
your mothers.
exactly. Our mothers, which is the one all men.
But she's not a Mason?
I
She's
don't
just the
know.
mother of Masons.
I can't tell you much more. I can tell you even a strand of hair more.
So you guys are all sons of mothers,
Yeah.
but the mothers cannot be involved, but the one mother.
Well, I mean, the mother is our mother.
Mother Earth.
The
Mother
mother is
Nature.
our mother. I don't talk about which mother is it, but you know,
Oh,
the
I'm,
most I
I'm
can
asking
tell
a
you.
question. I was asking a question. Would that be
Oh.
Mother Earth, Mother Nature?
Like I said, I do not elaborate. I don't go
Okay.
past that basic line.
Understood.
That we are the son of the mother, and the mother, you know, she take us serious. You know, that's why she call us her son.
And so if you're a woman, okay, and like let's say your daughter, okay,
Mm-hmm.
she gains access to your rituals, your notes, your books, your secrets. Now she knows, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make her a Mason?
Never.
But she knows secrets and rituals and
As
prayers.
a matter of fact, I'll go to this little extent. Just because you read something doesn't mean you understand it, because you may read good morning and good morning have 5 different meanings to what good morning is. So you may read good morning and understand only good morning, but good morning may have a different hidden meaning behind the good. And then when you say the morning part, you know, it may have a completely different meaning, but you do have to understand the wording and the way they write it to understand the secret of what good morning is.
So I can have rituals and prayers and books of Masonry. I can know the prayers of Masonry and have the secrets. But because I am a woman, that prayer will not activate for me, is what you're saying.
Even if you were to come across,
Excuse me.
even if you were to come across, let's say, a brother who's, I'll say, dysfunctional, because a true brother would never give our secrets to his wife, his kids, his friend, his employer, no matter who it is, unless you're a brother, the secret shouldn't pass to someone else. So it's just because a woman will come across our secret, whether it's by mistake, whether it's by, somebody give it to her. No, she's not a Mason. And even if she memorized a book of Masonry, she still won't even be a quarter or a strand of hair of a Mason because you're not a man.
So it would just be like saying, so if I can find you a woman Mason, right? You'll find me a man who can give birth.
Pretty much.
It's just that impossible.
Is that impossible?
You hear that, ladies? Some things are just for the fellas. But explain this to me. How is that in our culture? Because we're Haitian. In our culture, it is said to have women Masons. But we don't find that in America. Because you go to lodges here,
Yes.
and the women in America are Eastern Stars.
Yes.
None of them are Masons.
No.
But in our country, and I'm sure in Africa as well, you'll find women Masons. Why is that?
Like I said, dysfunctional. You have, in Haiti, you have lodge.
So pretty much in Haiti, for the right amount of money, a woman can buy the whole lodge.
Unfortunately, money driven sometimes. I mean, a woman can go to a lodge with bribe the worshipful master and gain access to certain secrecy. And they think because they have that access, they know.
But that worshipful master themselves know, I can give this woman this prayer, I can give this woman this ritual. It'll never work for her like it does for me. But because of money, they'll do it.
Exactly.
That's a shame.
But it's a double-edged sword. Even the worshipful master, I mean, being in the Masonry now and knowing the things that I know, I come across even, I would say, a brother that I have to hold secrets from. Although in Masonry we don't hold secret from each other, but in Masonry there's secret within secrets. And not everything I know I can pass down to someone if I feel like that person is a weak link. Let's pretty much put it this way. If I feel
So
like,
within the brotherhood, there are ranks.
Yes.
Like everything else. Like
Exactly.
like the army, like in church, like any
Exactly.
any organization.
that's why I said the worshipful master, because the worshipful master in a lodge is like the head.
Honcho.
Well, not the head hunter, but he's the one we
head
put.
brother.
Yeah, we
Older
put
brother.
in place because we have to have structure.
Right.
We have to have discipline.
A
We have to
monarchy.
have among us. So although we are all equal on the table, but let's say if I just walked in as a guest, I'm a master mason from somewhere. I'm traveling.
So as a Mason, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I have a question. As a Mason, you walk into a lodge and your worshipful master has a woman at the table. What is said?
If I choose to assist the audience and see what she's saying or what's being said, I can sit down and enjoy the show. It's a show. But if I choose to, I can say it's disrespectful, these people not knowing what they're doing, and walked out.
And that's what it's come to in this day and age. And that's because we are getting to a society where money matters. It's just that simple. The truth no longer is relevant. It's no longer as strong as we thought the truth used to be. It doesn't set people free as much as you thought it would be. As a voodoo priestess, it took me a while to make this video. It took me a while to put it out after I made it. It took me a while to understand that it has to be said. Why? Because I am in a society where I know women out here who say they are Masons. I'm Haitian, I promise you. There are women who said they're Masons. And I can't understand it for the life of me because as a voodoo priestess, I know for a fact certain things are only withheld and held for men, which one of them is being Masonry. I don't care if I prepare the meal for them. At their convention, when they go, they have women, you guys have women servers.
Yeah, I mean,
You have
we don't
women who help
disrespect.
set up.
We don't disrespect women. We
That
don't. We don't. We don't say that women is not equal to us. That's why they can't be Mason. It's just the law of nature. It was put in place by a higher power. And I understand nowadays there's a movement of women, feminism that feel like they're equal to men. And I always tell my wife, this is my wife. I always say that, I respect her, but she's not my equal. I mean, I'm a man. I was born
he
a
is
man.
not my equal.
And
Unless he
I-
can give birth, unless he can bring life into this world, okay? He will never be my equal. Yes, men carry the sperm and blase. They
that's
carry children. He cannot birth a child. I
Never.
birth children.
Never.
He cannot bring.
I don't say that she's not my equal in a disrespectful
It's
way.
not a disrespectful
And-
way. It's just
and-
knowing our place and position
and
in this
position
world.
in this world.
This is why the gods, okay, because I believe in many, this is why the gods set this in motion. This is why they had the female and the male, the balance, the yin and the yang, water, land, air, fire. It's just that simple. Not all things that they can do, we can do. Not all things we can do, they can do.
Exactly.
It's not fair, it's not right, and it's not true to say, as women, the prayer that works for him, a ritual that he does or perform as a Mason, because I have that prayer, because I know every word, because I know the ritual, I can say it and it will work for me. I can say, air, move, Harry Potter, or whatever, wave my wand, or whatever they think people, witches and Masons do, but it's not going to work because I am not a Mason. If the gods even grant my prayer, it's probably because I'm a good soul, not because I'm a Mason. If the gods even grant my prayer, because it is pretty much said that prayer would not be granted unless you're a Mason. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a lot of things out there. So, being that there's a lot of things out there, I'm just putting mine out here. And that's the truth that I know. That's the truth that I know, and that's the truth that I'm comfortable with. Some things are just for him, some things are just for me. So, I believe that unless you can find me a man that gives birth, I don't care what woman you are, you cannot be a Mason. You are not a Mason. You are the wife, the friend, the sister, the daughter of a Mason. The Eastern Star, maybe, because there is no such thing. It's just like when we have women's brunch. Do men not come in and lift the heavy equipment? Do we not have male servers? I know women brunches who have male strippers. So because of the balance that's needed in life itself, not all Women's Day will all be women there. I'm sure there'll be men there to give a helping hand. Not all Mason conventions are all males. I'm sure there's women there as helping hands. That's the balance of life. Does not mean you're there, you know the secrets, you know the rituals. It makes you as an equal. It's just...
It's just a misunderstanding. It's just an agenda that's been pushed.
Not only
into
is a misunderstanding
society.
and an agenda, but it's also sad that with the proper cha-ching, certain doors get opened. And that is why we are where we are as a society, not just Masonry. That's why we are where we are as a society today. It's just like jeudi, on blanc capable aller. Il dit que, you know what? Loi relève dans la cour Haïti. Loi dit vin servi. Why? Because, but en vérité, qui loi qui va relève the ancestors of the black people oppressors pour vin gen la cour journée jeudi? You can't tell these white people in New Orleans que loi pa remen yo. Mba di loi la yo. No, loi remen tout moun. But what God do you know would, comment on dit ça? Take in the children of their children's oppressors. When Jesus came the first time, he came for, what's the man's name? Moses? Moses and his people. Abraham's,
I mean, that's
The God of your ancestors is what he told Moses,
Exactly.
right? He
Abraham.
came for those
I
people,
mean,
those people's children. He didn't come for the other people. So, comment faire journée jeudi à Ezli dans ton capable venir il dit ouais blanc ça a besoin de servir. Moi New Orleans, mettez parce que moi en fait on bagay k'ap circuler sur YouTube. Son bon blanc moi k'ap battre tambour. Mais qui loi k'ap marcher avec yo côté loi sorti. Ça double dit mon loi en Afrique, OK, Afrique Guinée, qui était bon africain yo, bon haïtien, bon noir, tout moun ni gagne, ils sont dans tête en blanc pour le marché. Même blanc qui était oppressé, moun noir palio qui fait des jambes de l'eau qui est en Afrique là, oui. Tout moun noir palio c'est ça blanc ça loi ça journée je dis ça la blanc ça la marché. And us moun noir, we take it. We're comfortable with it because guess what? L'argent blanc has bought their way in. And that's why today you may have female masonry because l'argent mette au chita là.
It's interesting that you make that point, but it's just to show how far the black society, our kind, have been stray. You put it this way: the white man gave us Jesus, and we take it with a grain of salt.
Jesus, the white man.
This is serious stuff. The white man give us Jesus, and we take it with a grain of salt. I mean, hey, you know, black people love Jesus 1,000-fold more than the white man that gave you Jesus.
I swear.
Black people call Jesus every day, every night.
Can we talk about that?
You shoot a black woman's son or a black man's son, and they come together, kumbaya. Oh, Jesus says. But you know, the same person that gave you Jesus, if you shoot their son, they want your head. And they'll tell you straight up, you know, prayer is for good time. When things get a little riled up, you know, they fall back on the number one defense, the gun. And their violence,
right to bear arms is for
their violence
everybody.
that they know. I mean, they know this is what is going to result to really get, you know, what their soul desire, which is your blood. And black people is the only race that so-called believes so much in Jesus. I mean, it's another topic. I used to be in Christianity once upon a time when I was in the dark until I found the light. And I understand, you know.
You were
a lot.
7-day Adventist?
Yes.
Even till today, my husband does not eat pork.
I mean,
He
certain
just
things that's good.
stuck
I
to
mean,
it.
there are things
You know,
that are good
This man does not eat
that
bacon.
I've learned. I mean, the Bible is not all bad. The Bible is a book.
I mean, but the
that
same
have a lot of
Christians who
secrecy.
believe in the Bible eat chitlins. And the Bible says not to eat pork, right?
They-
I mean, they try to tell black people some good stuff now. But, you know.
Hey, today was Masonry.
Yes.
And
Today was
I was-
Masonry. Thank you for coming, Mr. Jack Judy the Mason. I appreciate you for coming to Vérité sous tambour. Depuis tambour a bat, vérité a, you know, it's coming out. This is the truth in the rhythm of the drums. Thank you for coming. Thank you
it
for
was a
watching.
pleasure.
Subscribe, ask questions, comment below. Be nice.
And I know the speaker, I'd say it's done, but I was just about to say that I would be honored if I get brought back to talk about Christianity, because
God, we're not gonna bring it
it's
back,
another
guys.
topic
No.
that I would like to touch. It is sensitive, but you know, we'll make it quick and smooth. Peace out,
Anybody know my
guys.
husband? We all, I included, don't want no smoke.